Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a couple of big targets who will try to be key contributors in both the pass and run games today. It's the Panthers going up against the Redskins. Time to head up to a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, where we join our dry commentating team of Jim Nantz and Phil Simms. Gentlemen.
Redskins, Panthers. It's pouring here as we're getting ready for today's matchup.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms, and we're about to go live with our game matchup. It's an important game in some respects. No, the playoffs aren't going to happen in this case, but there's always that storyline about trying to build for next year and a little respect. How do you see it, Phil?
Jim, let me put it this way. If they were in the playoffs, of course, they can go out there and play hard with emotion and be ready to go. But the owners, the general manager, coaches, they want to see if you can do it when nothing's on the line but pride and respect. I think these two teams have those type of players, so it should be a good game.
And Graham Gano looks ready to get this one underway. Jackson's back, ready to field the opening kick. With that kick, we're underway. They'll take it at the 20. The gunslinger at quarterback is Kirk Cousins out of Michigan State University. He was a fourth-round pick by the Redskins back in 2012.
Kirk Cousins, the backup quarterback with the Washington Redskins. He's had some bright moments. A lot of people think he should be a starter in the NFL. When he gets a chance to play, he shows everybody his talent.
First down at the 20. Deshaun Jackson on the receiving end. Jackson's tackled down at the 31.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. And also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
First down and 10. Makes the reception. The Redskins now move the chains.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
First down coming up. First down here after the completion. We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Well, I think early in the game, anytime you cross the 50-yard line, it just gives you confidence that what you're doing is going to work today. Let's see if they can take advantage of that and take it on down into the end zone.
At the 45-yard line. Alfred Morris lined up in the backfield. First down at the 45. Morris out to the right. Picks up 8 here.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
2nd and 3 after that last carry. And Morris is in the backfield. Single back set. Up the gut here. That's a gain of only a yard. Here's a look at the Redskins offense. hoping for a reversal of fortune as this offense has not kicked it into gear all year long. One of the lowest scoring teams in the league.
Now 3rd and short following the run.
And Morris is going to take the handoff now.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Morris is looking for a place to run the football that time to pick up the 3rd down and short, but nowhere to go. Offensive line gets dominated. Now it's 4th down.
They have just flipped field position thanks to that punt, and now the offense is really backed into a corner. Newton's the man in charge of the offense here today, and he's been one of the best performers in the league this season when it comes to passing yards.
Better be careful here. Terrible starting field position here for the offense.
Stewart's got it on the handoff. Riley's there to take him down.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Takes it from the gun. Kadri with the reception. And with that, let's take a look at the Panthers offense. They will be expecting far greater efficiency today. A week ago, they turned it over on 3 occasions. The completion sets them up now for 3rd and 7. Stewart lined up as the single back. Intercepted. Redskins in for the score.
You talking about getting your team full of emotion and getting everything on your side. How about that interception by the defense and then taking it back all the way for the score?
The Redskins getting set for the extra point.
It's good.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. He's got a chance to return this one.
The Panthers' last drive ended with an interception. So what do you think here, Phil? Will they play it a little safer this time around?
Oh, I don't think so. I think what you do on the offensive side, you stay aggressive. It's not a perfect game. There's going to be mistakes and penalties, and you got to learn to overcome that adversity. So go out there, let it go, and try to score points.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 30. Stewart's brought down, but has the first.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
First down here after the run.
And now Newton's going to take off. And he's on the sidelines out of bounds.
Well, he has such a good arm. That's all we talk about. We never talk about the fact that when he has to, you make him, you force him out of the pocket, he'll run with that football and get some yards.
Coming to the line at the 39. Newton's lined up. 2 tight ends set. 1st and 10. Jonathan Stewart with the football. Stewart's marked down at the 34.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. Probably go as a drop. And now here's the Redskins defense. They're tops in the NFL when it comes to getting to the quarterback. So this offensive line has its work cut out for it. After the incomplete pass, it's 3rd down. Stewart's lined up in a single back formation. Got hit on release.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
Going for it on 4th down. The Panthers have it at the 34. Olsen's got it on a pass that had some heat. The Panthers know that a 4th down conversion like that can be a momentum changer.
Oh, sure it can. It gives everybody confidence. You get to call at least 3-4 plays, you hope. And anytime you stay on the field longer in the NFL, the odds go up tremendously that you're going to get a score. Nice risk-reward play that time on the offensive side. Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stopped him for a short gain.
Coming to the line at the 18. The Panthers come out in a bunch set. 2nd and 6. Jericho, touchdown, Panthers. The 2nd quarter looming, they've gotten themselves out of the hole with that touchdown.
Yeah, it just gives them confidence, Jim. Everybody, it picks up the defense. Of course, it picks up the offense, and it gives the coaches a whole new way to look at this football game as we get ready to finish off this 1st quarter.
The Panthers have erased the deficit and can tie it right here. Inside of the uprights. Ball's on the tee. Got a tie game now. The score's 7-7. The Redskins ready to return the kick. They'll take it at the 20. The Redskins stalled on their last drive, forced a punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. 1st down at the 20. All over the quarterback and takes him down.
You know you got a good defense when you can hit the quarterback and sack him when you're only sending your defensive front and no blitzers.
The 1st quarter has come to an end, and we've been treated to a great old-school defensive battle. We'll be back after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, win from within.
We're back here getting ready for the second quarter. Phil, that was a defensive tug of war the first quarter.
It sure was, and it was a tug of war, and it was boring. That's what it looked like. I want to give the defense some credit. I thought they did well, but really the offenses, just poor play selection, poor execution, and you got to get some emotion going out there on the offensive side.
And Morris is stopped there. Ends up picking up 4.
Morris is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
It'll be 3rd down.
Phil, if that first quarter was any indication, this is going to be all about defense today.
Well, it's a great start by both defenses, Jim, but I'm not going to question that. You know what happens a lot of times in games like this? As the defense stays on the field, it gets a little tired. That's when the offenses take over. We'll see if these defenses can hang in there today.
Brown's got a chance this time. Young's there to take him down. That return is good for about 27.
Brown's able to show off his talent on that punt return that time. What speed and quickness that allows him to break through some of that coverage and picks up good yards.
2 tight ends on the field here.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 40. Stewart's met at the 44. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The Panthers come to the line with a bunch set.
2nd down and 6.
Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The Redskins defense now is going to go nickel. The Panthers have it at the 44. The ball is caught by Kelvin Benjamin. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
At the line of scrimmage, the 41. First down at the 41. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. Stewart's marked down after a gain of 9.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second and short following the run. They hand it off to him again. Stewart's taken down at the 25.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Stewart is in the backfield. The Panthers will take the snap from the 25. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
2nd and 8. The defense gets the sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
So they get to the quarterback on that last play. 3rd down coming up.
Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. But the hit knocks the ball out. Well, that was some defensive effort that time to knock the ball away and deny the reception.
Yeah, beautiful job. A good defense called by the defensive coordinator. But the defender timed it perfectly. And that's what it's all about in the NFL. You got to time up these throws and catches and hits exactly, and the defender did it that time. I think all the fans, and us included, thought this kick was going to be good, but we can see the official sign, no good. It just missed.
The Panthers defense forced the 3-and-out the last series.
You know what they did? They went out there and whooped the offense. You know what I mean by whoop? That means you just dominate, and they did it.
Morris is in the backfield. 1st down at the 37. That's a gain of 8.
Well, you can't knock them all down, and sometimes the running back has just got to break a tackle. Good job that time.
2nd and 2. And Morris is going to secure the handoff. And that's good for only a yard or 2.
Morris is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the 1st down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Out of the shotgun formation. He has the grab. And the tackle is made at the 48-yard line.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. Glad to have you back as we come out of the 2-minute warning here in the 1st half. From the gun. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. Mark him down for another reception. A reception on 2nd down, but not enough for the 1st. 3rd down.
Jim, a good decision here by the coaches to go into hurry-up offense right before halftime. You want to get as many plays off as you can before the halftime whistle blows.
They're in punting formation. That punt sets up the defense now in excellent position as they're able to down the football inside the 10. No margin for error here with the offense. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Newton's going to take it from the gun. Jonathan Stewart with the catch. Picks up 8 here. So they complete one, and still it's 2nd down.
Not surprised at all to see this hurry-up offense in a situation like this. In the NFL now, you got to be the aggressor, and this offense is definitely being
intercepted. As we near halftime, the offense has the opportunity to grab the lead heading into the break.
Well, I don't like their chances, and really both of these teams has been pretty sorry plays so far here in the 1st half. They both deserve to go in at halftime time.
Catch made, and now he'll dip out of bounds.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and give his team more chances to get it done here in the 1st half. I know you won't believe this, but sometimes completing a short pass like that does give a quarterback confidence, so it does serve a purpose.
The Redskins from the 27. Catch made. Good yardage picked up on that call. The Redskins signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Here they come to the line of scrimmage at the 12.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Reed's brought down after picking up 11 on this play.
Offense.
The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line.
False start. Offense.
First down, offense readying for the snap.
Cousins has everybody split out wide for this snap. From the gun. What a catch. Touchdown. That touchdown appears that it will secure them to halftime lead as the second quarter is winding down here.
Well, they sure hope it does. There's nothing like going in at halftime with the lead. You just feel like all the hard work you put in the week, you put it to good use, and you want to keep that lead going in at halftime.
The Redskins were very effective on that scoring drive, especially via the pass. Over 50 passing yards on that scoring drive. And no return here, so Newton will start this drive from the 20. Oh, look at Ryan Kerrigan right there. He's been the leader for them in what's been a terrific defensive effort up to this point, partner.
And you know what he does? He brings energy to the defense. There's no question about that, and I love the way he plays. It just rubs off on all of his teammates.
First down at the 20. Cam Newton unleashes the long pass, and it's incomplete.
Always protect against the deep ball first. That's what the defense did this time. They were alert. Nice job. The result, just a long incompletion.
Second and 10.
Work with a deep ball.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's 3rd and long, and you're losing a football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
It's 3rd down coming up.
The Panthers get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Intercepted!
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Redskins take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy, and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing: can the offensive line continue to dominate?
Second down following that incompletion.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Going for the home run. Another takeaway. The Panthers trail right now with all of these turnovers. Newton's been a part of the problem today here, Phil.
I have to agree with you, Jim. He is the biggest problem of all. When the quarterback is not executing at a high level, it's hard for the football team to overcome that. That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Stewart lined up in the backfield. Ted Ginn takes it in. Has 12 on this play. The Panthers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Offense ready for action coming out of their timeout. Newton's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. 1st and 10. And here's the throw. Cam Newton throws it down the field. 3rd catch today so far. The Panthers will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on 1st down. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Newton in shotgun formation. Down the field. On target. Timeout's called. We're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. A short field goal try on the way. No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, folks. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms here at Bank of America Stadium for the call as the second half is about to get underway. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Panthers talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
The 3rd quarter begins with this play. Stewart's marked down after a gain of 4.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
They went with the ground game on 1st down, bringing up 2nd. The Redskins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. Gunn, Newton. Incomplete. He was looking for Olsen.
Anytime as a quarterback you see the receiver coming across the field on a drag route, don't throw it too far in front that time.
Now looking at 3rd down. The Panthers get set at the line, needing the shotgun. Cotchery with the catch. That's a 3rd down conversion, a rare sight so far today. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
The Panthers did a good job that time picking up the 1st down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the 2nd half. You keep looking to pick up those 1st downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
This play set up by the long gainer. Newton, handoff. Breaks out of the tackle. That's a gain of 7.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or 2, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
Set up now at the 28-yard line. The Panthers take it from the 28. The Panthers get a 1st down.
Big 1st down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
First and goal. Panthers in for the score. That's a milestone touchdown pass for him, the 100th of his career. Whatever adjustments they made at the half obviously had an effect. That touchdown gives them the lead.
No doubt about it. That's got to be so satisfying for a coaching staff to go in at halftime, tell the offensive players some new news to readjust them to what they've seen in the first half and come out and score. What a great job by the offensive staff.
The point after try is in the books. Newton's going to watch his defense come out here in a moment. He was good for over 70 passing yards on that last touchdown drive. Picks up the football at the 6. The Panthers came up with the pickoff of the quarterback the last time they were on the field.
Well, I'd like to give him some credit, but let's be truthful here. That was just one awful throw. That's why it was intercepted.
Alfred Morris lined up in the backfield. The Redskins will take the snap from the 30. Got a big lane. He's taken down at the 35.
The Redskins, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
Morris off the left side. Met by Allen.
Morris is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottled him up for a short gain.
Morris lined up as the single back. 2nd and 6. And Morris is taking the handoff. The Redskins now move the chains.
Redskins just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Let's go.
Thomas has handed the football and picks up maybe 3 or 4.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
2nd and goal at the 2. And he's in for the touchdown. Phil, how big was that touchdown here midway through the 3rd quarter to take the lead?
Well, Jim, I think anytime you start getting into the 3rd quarter of football games, anytime you take the lead, it's a big deal because now you're going to start affecting the play calls of the offense and the defense of the other team.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. Brown's going to test the coverage this time. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The Panthers offense would like to drive for another touchdown, only they would like to think that this time it won't go to waste and their defense might step up at some point here, Phil.
Well, all they can do is just go out there and score again. Don't worry about your defense. Don't start thinking about that. Worry about your job, what you're doing on the offensive side, because what you have been doing has been terrific. This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Redskins lined up in the nickel. Newton standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And the catch is made by Jericho Cotchery. Gains 13.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, if his head got yanked back the other way, an obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
The Panthers have it at the 39. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction. The Redskins with a nickel look here on defense. Newton's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Touchdown! And the lead is theirs now, just before we reach the fourth quarter. What a huge touchdown that could prove to be.
Yeah, we're getting to that point of the game where you're starting to think and you involve the strategy. How do you want to approach things on the defensive side? Do you want to start calling plays on the offensive side that eats up the clock? Those things are in play now.
Driving extra point is good. The Redskins looking for a big return and hoping to find a way to regain the lead. Scores 24-21. The Redskins ready to return the kick. Jackson's got it on the return. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Redskins offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done. The Redskins look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Now 1st and 10. Looking across the middle. Reed's marked down after a gain of 9. Third catch today so far.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guard these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
2nd and 1. Shaq Thompson wraps up the quarterback.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
And they overcome the sack. 3rd down on the way. One last play before the quarter ends. That wraps up the 3rd quarter here in downtown Charlotte. We'll be back in just a moment for the start of the 4th. The Redskins are still in possession as we get this final quarter underway. Third down. The Redskins line up. First down marker right at the 47-yard line. Final quarter underway now with this snap. Jackson can't bring it in, and the pass falls incomplete.
Well, in a situation like this, there's no decision. Fourth and long, near midfield. You lose it by a few points in the fourth quarter. Punt the football away.
They're set to punt it away now. Brown's got it now. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line. And a run back of about 4. Looking at the quarterback matchup, it's a tight game, but these two guys have been going in opposite directions today.
I was always told this by my coach in the NFL. Sims, on Monday, they only want to know one thing. Did you win or did you lose? They don't care about the statistics.
They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 21. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field.
That was a predictable play call here in the fourth quarter. You got a little lead, and you're trying to run the football and run out the clock, but the defense was ready and stopped it for a short gain.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Knocked down as he fires it. Third down on the way. Newton in shotgun formation. He'll throw it over the middle. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The Redskins trail right now, and they just have not been able to rush the quarterback, which is very rare for this defense.
Well, they got to find a way to get to the quarterback, and I don't know, what do? Do you bring in different players? Do you use some different subs? Hey, I think they should start blitzing, find a way to hit that QB.
First down at the 41. He runs with it right up the gut. Stewart's taken down at the 49. The Redskins pride themselves on their defense, but it hasn't been a strength for them here today.
Yeah, they do, but listen, it's not working today. They've been out there for a lot of plays, and you know what is happening? They have fatigue, and when you have fatigue on the defensive side, what goes? You can't think clearly, and you just keep making bad mistakes.
Again, they'll lean on him. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. The Panthers lead, and you look at their rushing numbers, and that's a big reason why. It's a huge step up from what they've been doing the rest of the year.
Yeah, listen, it's hard to run the football consistently in the NFL. You have to have an aggressive, tough offensive line. As I always say, sooner or later, you got to man up and punch the other team in the nose, and they are doing that here today.
Stewart's taken down at the 46. Coming to the line at the 46. The Redskins defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Second down and 10. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Hey, easy call. Be safe. Put the pressure on the other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
This is third down. The Panthers will set up. The 36 is the first down line. From the gun, Newton throws the pass. It's Kelvin Benjamin with the football. That's his fourth catch of the day. From just inside the 30. Double tight end formation. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. And intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Redskins heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative, get the defense off guard, make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
Let's go.
Drop back, shotgun formation. It's complete to Deshaun Jackson. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Out of the shotgun. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. Jackson's in a whole lot of pain right now. We'll take an injury timeout and be back in just a moment. That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4. Time is beginning to fade, but the quarterback knows his team still has a chance. He must produce something in a hurry.
Got to be a little more creative on the offensive side. When you're down a score here late in the game in the 4th quarter, you got to mix it up. That run is not going to make it work.
On the way, 3rd down. Time is running out. The defense knows it's playing with the lead, but doing whatever it can to just try to run out the clock. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
The Redskins did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
The Redskins have turned into the cardiac kids. They won a tight one last week, but they trail in this one with time remaining.
You've got to be cool under pressure. And I think
Charles Johnson gets to him for the sack. 2nd down, late in the 4th quarter.
You go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
Looking across the middle, 2 hands on the football and has the catch. Defense calls a timeout. Coming up, 3rd down, a huge moment. The Redskins snap it at the 26. Flag is out.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
And Morris is stopped there. That's going to be a pickup of 3.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football.
3rd down coming up. Needing a first at this point.
Well, when it's late in the game, you're down a few points. You try to get as many plays in as you can. So you go to
And that's a touchdown late in this one. We have a late lead change on that touchdown pass in the red zone, but this game probably still has another twist remaining with plenty of time to go.
It's been a crazy day, no doubt about it, but in the red zone nowadays, so many big receivers, quarterbacks so accurate, very hard for the defense to stop those passes.
The Redskins now getting ready to kick it away. Brown's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. And there is Cam Newton. And this has to be the make-or-break moment in this ball game, partner.
And I'm sure he is not worried about that, Jim. We've seen him in this situation so many times, and I'll say this, most of the time he comes through and gets it done.
Newton in shotgun formation. He'll throw it over the middle.
That's a tackle at the 48.
Well, this tight end is bouncing back. That's a big deal in this league, Phil. And he didn't have a good game last outing, but today a completely different story.
Well, he's such a good player, Jim, that it's hard for him to have two bad games in a row. And so far today,
Pass is intercepted. Running room. That brings the play to an end. Newton's going to be kicking himself for a long time when he thinks back on that interception. A critical error at the worst possible time, Phil.
Hey, listen, it was the worst. It was bad timing. I'll tell you, the coaches might be trying to kick him too, because that took all the chances away they had for winning this game.
Snapping the football from the 28. Takes a knee. The Panthers stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second. Third down now. Takes the knee. This will be a field goal attempt from 49 yards out.
It was a nail-biter, and there's no such thing as a bad win. There is such, I would think, a bad loss, though, for somebody out there today like this team.
Yeah, you're right. There's no such thing as a bad win. All wins have one thing attached to them. Man, that was great. And but to lose in a close game and where it's so hard fought, really, really hard to take.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA.